Now, a lot of you have heard of your thyroid. Your thyroid is kind of like your master controller hormone, right? And so all of your hormones are sending signals to each other all of the time. And a lot of us have heard of our thyroids. Now, number one is most doctors aren't checking the right thyroid hormones. They're just checking a TSH, sending you on your way and telling you that it's quote unquote normal, which really doesn't actually mean a whole lot. But your thyroid, as the controller of so many other things, is really, really, really important to especially your mental state. So I know for me personally, when it was subclinical hypothyroidism. So on standard lab ranges, everybody kept telling me that it was normal, but the worse that it got, the worse that I felt. So I was like caffeinating a ton. I was like really struggling with like ADD type symptoms. Like I felt like I didn't have the mental acuity that I used to have. And it turns out it was actually from my thyroid. So when I actually found the right practitioners and the right ranges and got my thyroid into optimal ranges, it was really a game changer. I literally thought I had adult ADD. Turns out my thyroid was actually to blame. And so your thyroid obviously is no surprise that it can help your metabolism, or it can slow your metabolism down as well. And so that's where you need to look at things like your free T3 and make sure that it's actually converting properly. And that conversion takes place inside of your liver, which is again, why it's really important for our liver to be super healthy. And then the last step is optimizing your sex hormones. If you take a body that's inflamed, that's swollen, that's underslept, underfed, super flared up, and a body that just feels like crap, and you just go straight to putting hormones in it, there's a good chance the hormones are gonna make you feel worse. You're gonna start having erratic periods, you're gonna be crying at cat food commercials, you're gonna blow up like a freaking balloon, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. It's not the worst thing ever, right? It also needs to be managed in the proper doses, right? Like more is not better with things like this. Oftentimes less is more, but this is like the last stop. It shouldn't be the first stop, because again, and a lot of you watching this are gonna have experienced that. I tried HRT and I felt so much worse. Yeah, you probably did, because the whole foundation was shit. And so your body wasn't able to use the hormones. It didn't know what to do with the hormones, right? Because all the other hormones that aren't as sexy and aren't as fun to talk about are the ones that are actually driving the issues, not the ones at the top. So yes, hormones are amazing. Yes, HRT is awesome, but you have over 50 hormones, and that is not actually fixing the real problem. So my hope is, now that you have the real information, you can actually go out and get to work on fixing the real fucking problem.